receiver. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields. And right away he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball come over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And now we'll see punter Tyler Newsome. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Ross on the return. 35 yards that time on the punt, and it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. This defense for the Broncos, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there, nearly an opening drive, INT.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Flushed out right. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. On 1st down, Hurts. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. John Ross, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Parkey adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit, or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point, and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
12 yards there as they move the chains. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. There's Chris Olave. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40. To throw is Fields. That's Olave bringing in another one. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 of the 15. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Of
course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
That's out to Hill, right side complete. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's second down. Fields.
Come on.
Throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Justin Fields, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level. Rosas good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40. 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Chiefs. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry a rhythm for essentially 2 weeks.
Play action. It's Fields. He'll get this complete to Kadarius.
Oh, man.
Nifty move. A
Big
big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards through 1 quarter. 14-7 our score. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half.
Mixon hit it. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
He's so fucking
They
big.
had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Again, he finds more. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Here's Fields. He completes it to Olave. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From the 50, here's Fields. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And he'll go right back to Moore. Lead again. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Now a first down throw, Fields. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Running from the gun with Henry.
He said it was pop.
Just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. On 3rd down, Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this group, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves. And
come on.
It's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And some room to roam now. He's at the 50. A minute 52 to play until halftime. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Joe Mixon,
fucking lifting up.
as they have taken the lead. Parkey with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They begin with Henry. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trying to
come on,
let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. option play. Here's Cook. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Fields. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Oh.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points.
And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Fuck this punk ass up. Gotta get your mind right.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A big play that time on the catch and run. 46 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Rosa's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Fields it right around the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown of protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. They just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
From the 38, Fields tries the left side and finds Olave. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and it'll be first down, Denver. Again, it's Henry.
Come on.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Fields trying to throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And the formula there on the two-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if somebody going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case...
And he's loose again. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Parkey adds the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third.
You want to talk about Devin Hester and all them? Talk about him.
Kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened. And Henry's
Give me that.
He lost the football.
Give me that.
And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. But he has been a workhorse for them. And now before the ball changes
That was a
hands,
fumble.
take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
That was a fumble, man. What?
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On second down, here's Henry.
It's down, man.
This time able to hold
It's
on to
down.
the football, but not much room to run. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On the counter, it's Henry. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. On fourth down, Fields. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Hurts throw there into the hands of Ross. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Into the hands of Patrick left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
Ross is like he's hard.
32. We have played 3 quarters. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Hurts. Flush to his right. Looking for Ross again. He finds him again. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Oh, come on.
Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And this is going to remain.
He's trash. What fucking kicker is that?
But it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Henry. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Fields. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. Running left, it's Henry. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. 3rd down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. Now it's Fields. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jerome Baker with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
I know nowadays they give a lot of guys different things when they get to the sidelines after creating a big play, but just throw a cape on this guy because he single-handedly ended multiple drives. Interception earlier, sack on 3rd down. Really should have a better game plan to start now and contain him because he's affecting this game in so many ways.
Well, I don't know if you ever go
Don't
into
kick
a
it to
game
Ross.
expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Hurts to throw. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Throwing is Hurts. Right back to Judy. Oh, no, he lost the ball. It's picked up by the Broncos. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake in the ball and knock it free.
He's out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Henry up the middle. And they're working inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Add the gain here to the previous this play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
He fumbled. Oh, he fumbled.
He'll look to throw. And some room to work. And he'll be out right at the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Takes it to about the 37.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
They'll look to throw. Able to find Judy. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Back to throw. Completes a pass to Judy on the crossing pattern. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. He's back to throw. His throw's going to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play there for KC. 48 yards. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll give it to Mixon. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Another try for Mixon, and he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Parkey with the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Take it in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Let's go.
Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a
Let's go.
They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get something.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Chiefs are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense.